2, 3, funky.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.
3, 2, 1. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up. What's the rest of the song? Get up.
I'm like, I don't even know the name. I don't even know the song.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Bone Thug Thug.
But it does not sound like them. That's why.
Rent was due today.
Oh,
I wrote my rent check.
There you go. Sorry.
I wrote the value of my rent correctly. When you write out the value in English, I skipped like the hundreds place.
I was just saying, like, how many times did you not write it correctly?
So my landlord texted me. I had to leave work a little early, come here and rewrite the check so I don't get the late fee. But it is the first of the month.
It is 08/01, August 1st, 2018. And not only is it the first of the month, it is in a sense kind of the the first episode of season 2 of Good Times with the Boys podcast.
Yeah.
And Kangsan came up with this dope ass idea. He was saying, let's do this in segments, just give our listeners and our loyal customers of listening and watching.
I've never heard that expression used before in my life.
Think outside of your brain. All right. You know what I'm saying? Just so it's a little bit easier to keep track of for all the peeps. And Kangsan brought up we should probably do a recap of the first season, as you guys, or maybe you don't know because you're just listening blindly, which we do appreciate. We had 25 episodes. We just culminated the first season on our 25th episode. And a lot of things happened in those 25 episodes.
Yeah, I think it was important to signify or at least bookmark our growth so that just for our own sake, we can always look back and say that there's a particular chapter where we were learning. This season, we're looking to expand our audience. We're looking to be a little bit louder on social media. So with that, it felt appropriate to say that this is a new season. We're 25 episodes in. We've been doing this since late April. We have a little bit of experience now. We sort of are getting nestled into our groove individually and as a crew. So looking back, we started from not knowing what we're doing to slightly knowing what we're doing. In the past 25 episodes, whether it's a personal thing, whether it's just a knowledge standpoint, what are some things that you've noticed has changed in your life, whether it's an internal thing or maybe an external thing? Is there anything that you guys can notice right off the bat and say that, yeah, this has definitely had an impact in my life in this way?
Yeah, from a personal standpoint, the podcast and embarking on this new journey kind of reinstilled some a feeling or an emotion or a dedication, I guess, if you will, to something what I to what I used to have before, when I was in an ample state of mind and body. Back in like high school and college, I've always wanted to do multiple things, and for some reason, I would always make it happen. If someone was having an event, I'd always make it a point to be there. And as I grew older, I had more responsibilities, and I just kind of found, as Kangsan was saying, a groove, but not the groove that kind of expounded my horizons to certain things. So now throw in a wrench to the gear in the form of this podcast. I felt more of a sense of responsibility, but it's a good responsibility, right? You wake up at 5:45, 6 in the morning. You're responsible to get to work on time, and again, all the pedantic work that you have to do, and what have you. But for this, whether we have to come up with topics, or just the nerves that I'm feeling, like it's the nerves that I like, because when I do feel a certain level of nerves, it means I just care more for it or for whatever I'm doing. among other things.
What about you, Andrew?
This entire experience with the podcast has really reignited the passion that I had a while back. And so just doing everything with the podcast and Good Times with the Boys is just everything else in my life has increased in passion. And so just everything dealing with work, my education as far as my growth in what I'm trying to learn, hobbies outside of the podcast, outside of work, my friendships outside, just everything, every part of my life has changed ever since we embarked on this journey. And so I have you guys to thank for that.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome.
I was telling that to the listeners.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. It's to you guys.
and the listeners too, of course.
And the listeners, because we wouldn't be doing this without you guys. And so thank you all for that. Thanks for bringing back passion to my life.
Damn, that's fucking deep, bro.
Yeah.
You go deep, dog.
Deeper.
Well, they say they sometimes save the best for last. This is not one of them. I just found out just how much I love to talk by doing this. It just sort of cemented the fact that I enjoy conversation. I believe I will be one of those older people when I get in probably 50s, 60s or whatever, that I'll just talk to anybody that as soon as they look at me, I'm like, all right, I'm talking to this person. I think I'll be that person. Conversation is a way to sort of dive into somebody else's life. And in a world where we only live one life, it allows you to kind of experience hundreds by the time you die, hopefully, right? So that in that aspect, it's really helped sharpen up my enunciation, my patience, my tone, sort of the banter that we have, the cadence, a lot of those aspects about talking to somebody that are often underrated, where if I talk really fast or if I talk really slow, there's an impression that somebody gets from that, right? If you're the receiver and I'm talking really fast and I'm doing this, it doesn't matter what the content is, it's just going to feel like you're going to feel rushed.
Unless you're spitting bars, though.
Unless I'm Eminem in 8 Mile, then that's a different story. But it's just sort of been a way to express myself and have a voice throughout my experience, just talking to people, meeting people. In a very egotistical way, I want to say that I haven't heard a voice like mine. Not a voice in the definition of a voice, but just my story, how I think. I haven't met somebody that thinks exactly like I do. So, to me, this is a way to sort of get my voice out there to say, yes, there are certain avenues that align with many people, but the combination of what I bring to the table, nobody else can bring except for me. And I think it applies to all of us here. And it applies to everybody that's listening. And I think it's that much more imperative that you find your way to express yourself, whether it's through imagery, words, video, numbers, data, conversation, whatever it is that you really enjoy, really want to get into. That's your path to show off what you could do. And it sounds very egotistical, but just be okay with it because it's also true. You know, it is what it is. So in that regard, it's kind of helped realize things and bring it to the forefront. And also just shows that anything is possible. None of us are scholars. We're not always gentlemen.
Hey. We all graduated from college, okay?
Remember, you didn't. That's it. We'll save that story for another day.
Yeah.
But
My bad, dog.
I went to enough college.
There you go.
like
There you go.
99% college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a story for another day.
the one of the main reasons why we started this is countless hours we've spent together, whether it be it's one of very few places, but just hours of us bickering back and forth, and the banter that we have, and collectively, individually, I can confidently say that we each hold our own when it comes to social interactions, when we're by ourselves, interpersonal reactions, or situations. We're all well versed, I guess pun intended, in certain scenarios. And so the coolest thing for me also is they always say, when someone meets me as an individual and they don't know who I am, they don't know my circle of friends, they don't know my family or anything like that, they say either, whoa, this guy's kind of like a loose cannon, or man, this guy's kind of crazy, he says some crazy shit, you know what I mean? You always wonder what people's circle of friends look like, what feather of birds, or what birds do they flock with, kind of thing. And this is a small yet pretty big glimpse into my life. So it kind of like pushed down that personal barriers. Like y'all want to see who I fuck with, you know what I mean? Like this is it, and it's an eclectic group to say the least. We have a wide array of people here, albeit our group is fairly small. But I always felt like our words, although we aren't, big politicians that can sway big populations yet, I just feel like we always have something of noteworthy to say, and now we have a platform to do it.
Yeah, and look at so many people these days sort of let their mouth do they hype themselves up by talking about it, but there's no action behind the words. We're doing both. Our action is using our words to create a platform for ourselves. The great thing about the world we live in today is that there's a technology that's afforded everybody a much lower barrier to entry to have a voice out here in the world. So take advantage of it. Who knows what's coming next? You just don't know. So, everyone is capable of something. Find what it is, do it, keep the reps in, keep practicing, keep putting those hours in, and you're going to get there.
Yeah, and I brought this up in one of the very early podcasts, but we've been talking about starting a podcast for a very long time prior to actually, starting it. But as we stated many times before, sometimes the hardest thing to do is just to get started on something. And, I wouldn't say never in my wildest dreams that we'd be here. It's just I knew where we could go. I know what our potential is, although this is, very small. But, I mean, if you think about it and if you really dissect it, the idea, which started maybe a couple of years ago, is now slowly catching steam. 25 episodes. I'm sure we spent a lot of time with each other already, but I mean, there are a few things here and there that we kind of understand individually who we are or who the other person is, just because now that this isn't necessarily something, well, this is something for fun, but it's also, our mindset is different. This isn't a game per se. We do this because we have voices that should be heard. And then, there's sometimes things in the background that certain people have to, just duke it out with one another. And but again, it's nothing that we haven't witnessed or come across before. But I mean, we're always constantly learning. Hopefully we can do something like this in like 250th episode. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be fire.
That'll be dope, because obviously it's coming. But yeah, man. Andrew, anything else that you picked up along this road?
You guys summed it up pretty well. I just say sometimes you just got to pull the trigger just to jump on the wagon that you were already pulling. Sometimes you just got to jump on and just do something.
Jump on it?
Because you never know what you're going to do, what you could learn from anything unless you actually go out and do it, right?
Speaking of trying to create a voice, speaking of going out and doing it, there's a man out there who has a very large voice and has recently done something tremendous. Like I know there's a lot of exaggeration when we say that things are life changing, right? I'm a victim of that, or a suspect.
No, not a suspect.
I do that a lot.
Kangsan is not a suspect in any means necessary. He's not.
As an example, if I eat something good, some good food, I say that it's life changing. And it's
you're very impressionable.
It's hyperbole, right? You're exaggerating, but you want to emphasize just how delicious that food was. But in this man's case, it is genuinely life changing. He is, well, I mean, there's no point in like hiding anymore. The man we're talking about is LeBron James.
Yeah. For those who are watching, it's that gentleman right there, right in the middle.
The middle poster of the three, the trifecta that I have: caffeine, LeBron, and Will Smith. I don't know how I got to that point, but I am not mad at it.
No, not at all.
So LeBron, as many probably already know at this point, recently partnered up and opened up the I Promise School in Akron, Ohio. So I'll just give a quick rundown, and then I want to get everybody's takes on the whole scenario. So the school is a partnership between the city of Akron and the LeBron James Family Foundation. It's a public school, but I believe the way that they established themselves, they're not getting any funding from the city. So
Wow.
I'm not sure how that is set up. The intent is to bring in kids, sort of like CAMS. They want to bring in kids that are underserved or low income areas and bring them in to teach. Obviously, with the new school, as the plane flies by, the new school, you can't just, it's just like put thousands of kids in there. It has to like kind of transition. So they're starting off, I believe, with 3rd and 4th graders. And then they'll add grades as the years go on. And I think the idea is to have a full school by 2028 or 20 something.
Full school up to
I believe.
high school, maybe?
I think it's up to 8th grade. Classrooms will hold 20 students for every teacher, 43 academic staffers, including a principal, assistant principal, 4 intervention specialists, a tutor, an English as a second language teacher, a music instructor, gym teacher, is a certified STEM school. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, math. The school day is long, 9 to 5. Golly.
Damn, what's the job, homie?
July 30th to May 17th, and there will be a 7-week summer school. And they're provided breakfast, lunch, and a snack every day. Let's see.
How many kids per class?
20.
20 per classroom.
Oh, free tuition, right?
Yeah, I believe so. And it opened this week with 240 at-risk students. So opened with 240 kids in the 3rd or 4th grade, and they plan to expand the school. The school can house a total of about 1,000 grades 1st through 8th. So
Okay.
But what about the kindergartners? The at-risk kindergartners.
At-risk preschoolers?
Busing transportation for those who live more than 2 miles from campus. Tuition is free. Uniforms are free. Students receive a free bike and helmet. There's a lot of support systems in place for families. Let's see. So students who are in the I Promise program meet set criteria when they graduate from high school, are guaranteed a 4-year scholarship to the University of Akron. That's amazing. To be able to set that up and influence and have an impact on the next generation, that's pretty crazy. It is, I was listening to a podcast earlier today, and it was involving CJ McCollum and Michael Bennett. And they were talking to each other. And they were kind of asking each other the question. Michael Bennett was asking CJ, are you going to make your kids play basketball? And CJ is asking Michael, are you going to let your kids play football? And both of their answers were, well, they could if they want to, but the reason why we played sports is coming from low income. That was sort of one of the only ways out. And now that we're out to tell them that they have to continue playing or continue resorting to options that were available when there was no other way out is irresponsible. So that they both agreed that they're not going to make their kids do anything. The reason we did that was to get out and have set up a comfortable life for our families. And we have that. So if the kids want to do something totally non-sports related, they now have the access to do that, which is something
I'm pretty sure they'd be fine if the kids did want to go do
Right.
basketball or football.
But they didn't want to present it in a way where it's like, you're going to have to play sports just because I played sports. The reason why they played is different now for those kids. And that's what LeBron's doing for them, for these youth. There's no excuse anymore for the kids to be like, you know, as they get older, they can't say that I didn't have the opportunity. I didn't have the money. I didn't have this and that. LeBron's literally giving everybody the access to a greater education. And that is the start of it. And it just kind of trickles down, you know. And from a golf analogy, you know, it's like when you hit the ball even an inch, not even an inch, even like 5 centimeters apart from your first drive and your second drive, it can go in two way totally different directions, right? As the ball travels, the more yards it goes, it can separate that much further. So the beginning is just as important as the journey. So they're starting them off on the right path. And so after that, the trajectory, I'm going to get that one day. The trajectory is now a big positive, you know? So I think it's phenomenal. I don't know what to say. Like I was speechless.
It's even if they're not there for the schooling, which I'm sure it's going to be top-notch schooling, top-notch education, all the teachers. It got really dark all of a sudden, but sorry. Everyone wants to be a part of something, right? Everyone wants to be like, oh, especially in this day and age, in this new technology age, everyone wants to see something. Everyone wants to be a part of something. And if I'm hoping that the kids are instilled with the right morals and ethics and principles, at the end of the day, what you're taking from it is you are going to a school that is that's been basically made by, in these kids' eyes, their hero. And just that alone, like how much pride like you would feel. Like for instance, for us, you know, we all went to CAMS, the California Academy of Mathematics and Science, and to be honest, till this day, 11 years after the fact of graduating, I still kind of hold that on my sleeve and say, yeah, I went to CAMS. And the crazy thing is, when I still bring it up, people are like, oh shit, you're smart. Now, it could be because I'm Asian, or because they know how dope of a school CAMS is.
Maybe a combination of both.
Maybe a combination of both. You know, yeah, I'll take it either way. But you know, for a kid to say, yeah, I graduated from LeBron school, I graduated from I Promise. I'm a product of this movement for at-risk youth. And you know, when you're born, you don't ask for any of that stuff, right? Sometimes some of us are born more fortunate. Some of us are, you know, at risk because of whatever happened in the past. So, I mean, much kudos to LeBron. I fumble over the words just because I have yet to grasp the gravity of this. And actually, what I do want to say is shout out to LeBron for naming it I Promise, or IPS, I Promise School, instead of naming it like Oprah Winfrey School for Women, or as Kangsan mentioned to me, I didn't know this, Jalen Rose's School of Learning.
Jalen Rose Leadership Academy.
Jalen Rose Leadership Academy. He had all the power to name it the LeBron James Institute of Higher Learning, whatever. But I mean, it just shows it's good for the kids, but it also just shows. Look, at this point, if you are a LeBron hater, I'd like to know why. I mean, aside from the obvious reasons, but this, you know, LeBron is living his best life while having everyone else live their best life as well. I don't think, well, I'll never say never, but the impact as an athlete and as a person, LeBron James probably, and he's not done yet, is gotta be at the top, close to, if anything, very, very close to the top.
Yeah. I don't mind when people put their name on things like that because I'm imagining myself if I was coming up with no money and I was able to become fortunate enough to create a school. That thought would at least run across my head if I put my name up there.
To be honest, I put my name on.
Right? It's
I
like
put my name on it.
everybody that knows me, my friends, my family, my parents, like how proud would you feel when you're like, that's my son, that's my boy, that's my brother. Every time you drive by that school, you're going to see that person's name up there. And it's like, that's the same reason why they name like streets after people, right? Near all the arenas, famous announcers and things like that, right? Similar thing. It's just like every time you're there, you're like, that's official. Everybody's going to know who that is. So I get the appeal. I do agree with you. It was a pretty classy move for LeBron to not have that. Although if you go inside, it's like literally everything LeBron. So
hey, that shoe wall?
That shoe wall is fire.
Oh my God,
He's going
dude.
to auction that off, and then that money goes to the school. So he's just another way to pump money into the school.
Love it.
Which is genius. It's like for a while they're like, wow, and you put it like way over where no one can steal it
Exactly.
or do anything, right? They just put it way over there.
Hey, is it bad that I thought right when I first saw that wall, I was like, that shit gonna get jacked. One of those things gonna get jacked. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I thought the same thing too. I was like, okay, where's that wall in relation to where everybody is walking? Because it wasn't like if it was in a case, I wouldn't be so worried.
Right.
But it was just there. So I thought people are gonna try to take it and sell it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just there's nothing with the area or anything. Like I would think it if I was a kid, like I could just,
Yeah.
it's $1,000 shoe right here. So, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't, I'm glad, let's just say I'm glad he put it somewhere where no one can get it.
Yeah. It's far out of reach.
Yeah. So, I'm very, very proud of a man I do not even know personally.
Yeah.
It's just amazing, man.
And I feel like I know him personally.
There's so many ways to go about it. There's so many ways and they're all good, by the way. Derrick Rose recently just announced he's doing a Derrick Rose scholarship fund. He's donating $400,000 to various number of students for their college.
Wow.
There's the very, very short-lived Kangsan Kim scholarship that I gave away 1 year, and it was like $100.
Hey, from Cam's?
Yeah, so like
I totally forgot that you had that, dude.
I was
Holy
like,
shit.
it was 09, so was it 2 years? And so then
I got that scholarship.
they invited me back, and whoever won the leadership award, which also was short-lived, by the way, but I have the plaque. So whoever won the leadership award, they invited me back. Was like, you want to announce it or whatever, it's your award. So I said okay, and then off the top of my head I was like, it'd be cool if I can give money away. And then I looked at my bank account, I was like, I can give $100 away.
Hey, that's not bad during that time.
So it was so unofficial. I had $100 scrunched up in my pocket, and I just like pulled it out.
That's so ghetto. Dog.
I pulled it out, and I was like, congratulations, man. And I like did the slid the money. I'm like, there you go.
Oh, that's fucking cringeworthy, dude.
I know.
Wait, who won that award that year?
It was Ifani.
Oh, nice.
Ifani won the award, and I was like, I remember just saying, hey, look, part of this is you're gonna get $100. It's not much. Might cover just one book, but the idea was to just pass it forward, pay it forward.
Yeah.
This is all I can come up with right now, but the idea of leadership it's got to start somewhere, and the significance of the $100 is more than the value. It's just somebody is offering you help. So when you have the opportunity, turn around, give it to somebody else. Don't wait until you can help a bunch of people. Anytime you have a chance to help somebody, do it. And then I gave him $100. Ghetto style. Like I was like,
you know what? Shout out to Kangsan for doing that. I mean, obviously he didn't have to, but
it was like similar to when you go to the club and you're at the bouncer. You're like, how much to get everybody in right now? And they're like $100. You're like, all right, look. You know what I'm saying? It was really corny, but it was pretty cool. It was a fun experience. So,
yeah, leaders and managers and all that, it's a little bit funny because as my career grew, I guess if you will, and I started dipping deeper into the corporate world, I guess I didn't understand the
A lot of white noise today.
yeah. You know what?
God damn it.
Apparently, people are leaving. I guess I don't know why. A lot of I didn't understand how involved managers were. I just thought when I was growing up, oh, that guy's a manager of something. That guy's a manager of whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it might mean a little bit different depending on what type of work scenario that you are in. But I tell you what, in the corporate world, manager and even supervisor, leads, not so much. I mean, not bad to you if you're a leader or if you're a senior position, but those manager positions are integral to those companies.
Yes.
And I didn't know, and obviously it just means more if you're a director or a senior director, executive director. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, managers and leaders, they have a lot on their hands. Not only are they trying to run a portion of their business just so they don't fail that portion and get fired by the directors or CEOs, but they're also the main connection of I'm trying to find a better word other than peons, but they're subordinates, right? And so the leadership award, I guess, given to Kangsan, I would say is very appropriate. He killed it as a captain of the basketball team, and
We only won one game. I don't know how much leadership had an impact.
we can edit out that one game.
You want to ask how many games we played total? 16.
Hey, you know
We were
what?
better than the Browns.
You're better than the Browns, though. Okay,
Heyo.
you could have been a leader for the Browns. No, yeah, leaders. Shout out to all the leaders. Shout out to all the managers. I don't think you guys get the respect that you guys get, because a lot of stuff that happens for them, a lot of people don't see. So, shout out to all the leaders out there, and thank you for doing you. Shout out to LeBron for being a leader, for leading these kids in the right direction, making the right moves, still playing basketball, looking sharp in the gym. I saw him on the Insta Gs. You know what I'm saying? Looking really good. Shout out to Bronny Jr. Now he's dunking and shit.
Yeah, shout out to LeBron and the Lakers. Shout out to new Laker jerseys.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Shout out to the next 4 years of German's misery.
Jesus.
Because of the 14 years he talks shit. I am so elated, and I cannot wait to buy a LeBron jersey, one of every color, and be like, oh no, I ruined it. I got to buy another one, and then I'm going to buy more. And it's just going to be, those scenes in the movie where somebody finds something, they throw it away out the window, they turn around and it comes back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do to German with LeBron jersey. So he's going to see it.
You know what, man?
On his car windshield one day, he's going to burn it, and then he's going to turn around. It's going to be stuck to his windshield.
For those listeners that don't understand what the word petty is, this is it right here.
This is the definition, and actually, so since that fateful day of that decision, I've come to terms a little bit, right? I think the 6 or 7 steps of
Grief.
whatever, grief, right? Denial,
something acceptance,
death, or whatever.
So I died.
And I came back. It's still a little sour in my mouth and in my heart, but I haven't come quite to full terms with it yet. I know my friends are happy, not so much that LeBron is in Lakers, just so much in spite of me.
No, I'm happy that LeBron's a
Okay,
Laker.
okay.
No,
Not in spite of
it's
you.
just-
I am in spite of you.
Yeah. And you know what? Kangsan has full reign to do that. I gave him so much shit for so many years. I mean, I don't remember. No. I've laughed in his face several times because of how bad the Lakers were doing, and it's just now everything is just happening. now everything is just coming to fruition now. And again, I don't tout myself as a karma believer, but you know what? If LeBron going to the Lakers is karma, I still won't believe it. But somewhere out there, karma is karma-ing me. Caramelizing me right now, okay? Karma's caramelizing me right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Andrew, do you have any thoughts about the whole LeBron thing?
About the school or about him
The
coming in?
school.
The school. Enough of this Lakers shit. Man.
I think it's just great that because for me, when I was younger, my goal was to be able to send my own kids to school, to be able to afford that. He's affording to send a shit ton of kids to school.
Yeah.
And so, like, his dream, like, everything that he's doing is way beyond what my teenage dreams could even believe in. So, shout out to LeBron.
Nice.
Making dreams happen that no one could ever dream of.
It's amazing the power of what one man can do in this world.
Yeah, LeBron 2020.
Hey, what?
Or let's do 2024 because it's Kanye 2020. First of all,
It's The Rock.
okay. Oh, The Rock is 2020.
Yeah, The Rock 2020.
Damn it.
You know what?
Kanye.
You know what my fear is going to be? There's all these like
Oh,
endorsements.
Post Malone as
No, there's
president?
all these like celebrity endorsements, right? Of like, I'm fit to do this. I'm fit to do that. That's Celebrity Apprentice in real life, right?
Oh yeah.
So then now it's just gonna keep Trump in the fold, and Trump's gonna be like, "Well, I did do this or that." It's just no. Can we just pick somebody who's done this for a while, who knows what they're doing, who's not from some other industry, just coming in thinking that this is easy peasy? It's the leader of the free country or the free world.
the best country, homie.
So I think we need to set the bar a little higher next time.
Yeah, Kanye's pretty high, right?
Honestly,
I'm kidding, guys.
honestly, the younger me, like 22, 23-year-old me,
Oh, bro.
if I saw the college dropout, graduation, late registration, Kanye, even up to the Yeezus Kanye, I'd be like,
Yeah, absolutely.
how soon can I vote and how many votes can I steal?
Yeah.
Right? But unfortunately, the world we live in right now is I'm a 29-year-old man. Kanye just flew everybody to Wyoming, and he wears shirts that look like his daughter painted herself. So in this current world, I probably wouldn't.
You know what was kind of sad was Jonah Hill was on Kimmel. or
Dude, Jonah
whatever.
Hill, like,
Dude,
I
he's-
totally forgot, I guess, how long he's been away from the limelight.
Mm-hmm.
He went like 180 with his look. It just
Okay, I thought you were going to say off the rails.
No.
Not really off the rails.
He
What's
got-
he look?
he got tatted like crazy.
Yep.
He lost a lot of weight, which is good. He's trying to stay fit, I think.
Yeah. And then there was a portion of time where he gained it back for a role.
Yeah, and then he lost it again.
Shed it all over again.
And so he's definitely donning a new look.
Yeah. He was saying when he was being interviewed, I think it was Conan, but he was saying that he was
Oh,
in
Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel.
on Kimmel. He was on
Yeah,
Kimmel. And he was in the middle of a meeting with him and his other buddy, and he gets an email from somewhere, an unknown source. Hey, Kanye's showing his album release party. He wants you to be there. It's in Wyoming, whatever. And then so Jonah Hill, I think he was talking to his manager at the time, and he told his manager, and he was like, I just got an email saying that I should be in Wyoming for Kanye. I got invited to Kanye's album release party. And then his manager was like, well, you should probably go then, right? And so right then and there, they picked up a ticket on the way to the airport, flew to Wyoming. But the part that got me, which was a little sad, and you can tell we've all listened to the album. Kimmel was asking, well, what was the vibe? What was it? How did it feel? And Jonah Hill was like, well, when you're just trying to be supportive. And yeah, it was just like, I mean, it was all the things that we thought that it kind of, I mean, that's what I envisioned.
Yeah.
Well, I envisioned before, because his, was it his album release party when it was him and he was wearing that red sweater and he has that photo in the light with his hand up. I think that was album release party for
TLOP. You talking about that one?
Yeah. The Pablo one.
Yeah, it was next to Kid Cudi.
Right. Kid Cudi and his whole crew, his whole good music crew was there.
Yeah.
And people were vibing, people were rocking. I was like, okay, cool. And that's what I maybe envisioned prior to me listening to the album, right? And then once I listened to the album and then I listened to the Jonah Hill interview, I was like, yeah, I could totally see it was. But he was saying like, dude, he was he was standing next to like 2 Chainz and Charlemagne and them too. Like they would just look at each other and they'd be like, yeah, this is cool.
It's like, all right.
But that made me feel kind of sad, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember Jonah Hill was part of a roast. He was one of the roasters, and one of my favorite jokes to him was by Nick Kroll.
Oh.
And
Hilarious.
Nick Kroll was saying Seth always has his writing partner in every movie he works in, and his name is Evan Goldberg. And then everyone's like clapping, right? They're like, yeah, because they're great. They're hilarious. And then Nick just looks, he's like, how ugly does Evan have to be that you guys decided you were the face of the operations? That's such a great joke.
Wait, wasn't that directed at Seth?
Was it Seth? I thought it was to Jonah.
Seth's the writer.
Jonah does stuff too.
Does he write? No, I didn't know he wrote stuff.
I think he's trying to direct the movie now.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's in the middle of directing a movie right now, actually.
Okay, now I have doubts. It could be Seth.
I'm pretty sure
Rogen?
Seth Rogen.
In either case, it was some ugly joke, some like looks joke about one of the two Jewish Hollywood stars.
One of the two. All right.
The two.
I've always been baffled by because I kind of want this treatment, although I could do it on my own. Just like the fluctuation that people do, like for acting. Like for instance, Christian Bale.
The Mechanist and
Is it a machine?
Machinist.
And then
And
he
then
was sticking bones.
yeah, then he went straight to The Dark Knight.
That's insane, dude.
HGH, bro.
Oh yeah. You know,
They hop on them roids.
HGH, the human growth hormone, right?
Yeah.
I wonder.
How hard was it to get that?
I don't know.
Do you guys remember deer antler spray?
Like Axe?
No, it was
No.
it was Ray
Ray
Lewis.
Lewis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Ray Lewis, like something happened to his elbow where he couldn't play for like 8 weeks, and then like all of a sudden he found this deer antler spray, and then the next week he played, and everyone's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, and he was killing it.
Yeah,
out there, dude.
it's like if whatever you think deer antler spray is, there was no way that would fix an elbow that you've been out weeks for to make it look like, you know what I'm saying? Like
for
Yeah.
a month, dog. I was like, "Yo, y'all
can I get it?
heard of that DOS?" I was like, "What? That DOS? That DAS? What? That deer antler spray, dog? I'm trying to get me some of that, bro." It's like, "Do you need it?" Nah, but I mean, it works wonders. Yeah, I was hard on that for like a month, dude.
Speaking of movies, we were playing a game yesterday, and I think we can play for a little bit on the pod here.
Whoa.
What we all have is a list of movies, and we're going to try and describe some faction of the movie to get the other boys to guess what the movie is in 5 words or less. You cannot use any word that's in the title. You cannot reference the name of any actors or actresses.
Or any like specific lines in like "I live my life a quarter mile at a time" kind of thing.
Oh, you can't? Well,
you know, okay. I made these guess movies not based off of that, but I mean that's fine. Yeah,
Okay, so
because I was trying to make
maybe-
it difficult for you guys.
let
you
me
know
just
what I'm saying?
cross those out here.
Or, I mean, if it slips out,
I'm gonna use
Two.
mine because I think my line that I used is very specific.
3,
what's in the box?
4.
God damn, Carlos, what do you do? Hey, no, don't cross them out. I'm just kidding.
You have 2 things left on your list.
So my single contribution.
No, keep them on there. Keep them on there. That's totally fine. If the listeners want to play along after we say our 5 words or fewer, pause it. Right. Try to think of the movie.
Movie.
Fucking fob.
Something's
I'm
on
not-
his
do you want
mind.
the gold? Yeah, we're talking about mofies. That's why.
Oh yeah.
No.
Sure,
It was boobies. I love boobies. So I mean, you can pause it and be like, "Oh, it's something," and then replay, and then or press play again, and you can play along with us. So, and just know what I did do for some of these movies. I used less than 5 words, just to make it a little more interesting. Okay.
So for just the boys here, and for the sake of time,
Yeah,
Well-
we're not gonna yell.
we'll all just resort to one guess. And if you can't think of it in a couple of seconds, we'll just say, I don't know,
Okay.
to kind of keep it moving.
For sure.
All right.
But what if our guess is really funny?
I mean, yeah, you can guess, but I would assume you'd be able to guess it within a couple of seconds at that point.
Okay.
All right, for sure.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Before we start, I'm gonna do this consensus because it's all the same. Best movie or best movie franchise in the world. 1, 2, 3.
Star
and the
Wars.
Did you say Fast and the Furious, Andrew? I feel betrayed, bro. I feel.
Look, you guys have known this about me for a very long time. Star Wars is number 1, Fast and Furious number 2. Franchises.
It's like I'm watching LeBron go to the Lakers all over again.
I promise.
Sorry, that was a failed project. Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Don't look at my list, brah.
I know. Why do you think I moved?
My bad.
Man escapes prison through shit.
Oh, Shawshank Redemption.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice. It's my favorite movie of all time.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Well, I just shout it out, I guess, right? That's fine.
Yeah. Go
That's
ahead.
fine.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
Okay. Fast cars run from cops. It's not Fast and Furious. You can't use the title, the name of the title.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Yeah.
Fast cars.
Fast cars run from cops. That's 5 words.
Ooh.
Cars
Really?
Run from cops.
I
thought
want to
this would
say
be one of the easier ones.
Well, I want to say Gone in 60 Seconds, but we played that yesterday, so that's why.
Okay, and that's a caveat also. We did this yesterday. I'm just going to say my movies that I chose, at least for me, had none of the movies that we talked about yesterday.
Some of mine overlap from yesterday,
That's
but
totally fine.
it's not the same 5 words
Is
that I
it
use.
is it Need for Speed?
Yes, it is. Kangsan. Ding, ding, ding.
I already violated the rule. That was 2 guesses, but anyway.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right, go ahead,
Drewski.
Andrew.
Entertainer becomes none escaping death.
Entertainer becomes none escaping death.
Entertainer becomes none escaping death.
Assassin's Creed. Honestly, that's the first thing that came up. I don't know.
Good answer. Good answer.
It's Apocalypse Now.
No. What are those plots of those movies? What's a sister act?
I never watched that. And they've watched more movies than I have. This is German speaking. You will get very mad at me because there are a lot of movies I haven't watched. So please don't judge me, okay?
All right, my turn. Capturing paranormal beings in vacuums.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that was easy. Nice.
I'll go. Olympic swimmer saves lives.
Olympic swimmer saves lives.
Yep.
Olympic swimmer saves lives. Olympic swimmers. I don't know. What is it?
You have a guess, German? Olympic swimmer saves lives.
Jaws 2.0, the story of Michael Phelps.
It was Baywatch.
Oh, gotcha. That's Zac Efron's character.
Yeah.
Okay, German, go ahead.
Dude, Andrew, you are fucking us right now, bro.
I know.
Okay?
Yeah,
Dude.
but isn't the point to also be good enough to let people get the answer?
Yeah,
Nope.
this is a group. This is a group. Oh yeah, I guess.
It's just for fun.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm having fun.
Fuck you, Andrew. All right. So this is one of my 2-word descriptions.
Okay.
Okay. But you'll get it. Dog basketball.
Airbud.
It was like the first one I wrote. I was like, this is gonna be good. They're gonna like this one.
Group of dudes con casino.
Ocean's franchise.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say
much.
21
Oh, that's another one.
with
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah. No shout out to Kevin Spacey.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Sorry.
Ooh.
That's a slippery slope right there. Okay. Okay, my turn. 3 words. Rodent kitchen chef.
Ratatouille. You finally watched it? Or
Probably a third of these movies I did not watch.
you just know the plots?
No.
He just
Actually,
looks like the movie poster.
dude, to be honest, on my list, that is the only movie I didn't watch.
Oh,
Ah.
okay. Well, there you go.
Very nice. See?
All right, Andrew.
I've watched all of the movies on my list. So, mercenary cancer patient seeks revenge.
Ooh. Oh, Deadpool.
Yep.
It could also be The Life of John Q.
I was gonna say John Q.
Yeah, it could also be John Q. But I was like, nah, Andrew's not going for the whole John Q angle. Okay.
Damn it. What's wrong with me?
Start own fraternity with friends.
Old school.
Yes.
There was, that Justin Long movie,
Accepted.
Accepted. I was thinking, dude, like I'm thinking,
So good at this game.
I'm thinking of all the side movies that you guys are talking about, which I should probably get like a half point for that. But okay, here's one, guys. Okay, I know you'll get this one maybe. Dog car,
All yours deal with dogs and cars.
dog car Neon Tuxedo Snow. What the fuck? Oh, really?
Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
Yes.
I
Get
like
in the
how
car?
I'm trying to complete sentences to describe, and he's just like, I just need 5 words.
Well, because I started to write them down as if they were small sentences.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I
cut
need to
out all the articles.
I was like, I need to put commas in between these just to make sure the words.
All right, go ahead, Andrew.
Chicken Heels escapes dinosaurs.
Chicken heels escapes dinosaurs.
I think you did this one yesterday. I think
No, I don't know what this one is.
chicken heels. Is it heel with the 2 e's or he? Is he heels with 2 e's or heels with ea? Like
The things that they wear.
heels to recover or heels on the foot.
Yeah.
Heel.
Because you
Oh,
mix
chicken
them.
heels.
Yeah.
Chicken heels. Chicken heels run away from dinosaur.
Chick in heels.
Oh.
Not chicken
Kangsan,
heels.
Kangsan, a test for me.
Yeah, I thought it was like a magical chicken that heals people.
I was like, what chicken runs away from dinosaurs, man?
So I was like, there has to be some animated movie where like this chicken is the protagonist and it has a magical ability to heal, but these dinosaurs are after the other chicken, so the chicken has to like run away from the
Woman in heels.
There we go.
Yeah, Jurassic Park.
Which one?
Jurassic World.
There you go.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Didn't she run in heels in Park also? She had heels on
Wasn't she wearing boots?
in Park?
Oh man, I was thinking about Spurs. I imagine the chicken in cowboy boot Spurs running away from
What's her name? Jessica Chastain? No, that's not her.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah. She was in heels the entire movie.
For
That's
World?
hot.
For World.
That's true. That one scene where she has like the flare.
Yeah.
She's running in heels, and I did see that. I was like, that's pretty impressive.
And then James Corden had Chris Pratt and her on the show together.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, here, Chris, run in heels. See if you could do it.
oh jeez,
And he did.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's got balance. He's got good
what
balance.
can't he do? Kangsan.
Oh, this one's easy. Long hair and hammer combo.
Thor.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna do this next one for you guys, but it's too easy. Although it's only 2 words, so I'm gonna do this next one instead. Savage Jungle Warrior.
Tarzan?
Oh, I guess it could be that. No, sorry.
Jungle Warrior.
Savage Jungle Warrior.
I mean, I used my guess already, so I don't know what it is.
Savage Jungle Warrior.
Ooh.
Is it Ong Bak?
Oh no! It is Rambo.
Ah.
I could have put more words in there. Like I could have put machine gun and
Or
maybe you guys-
Machete.
or machete. You guys would have got that maybe. Drewski.
Indian guy game show winner.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Yep.
Bend it like Beckham.
I'm gonna cancel that part out.
No. Leave it in.
All right. That foot ain't real, bro.
Oh my God. Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a great movie.
I
That's
was going to
a hilarious
say
movie.
the Gigolo.
Oh.
Deuce Bigelow?
Deuce
Yeah.
Bigelow.
What did I say?
That's Rob Schneider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Gigolo. The Gigolo.
The Gigolo.
Okay. Diffuse bomb big suit.
Diffuse bomb, big
This
suit.
is Bad Boys 1.
Negative on that. Negative on the Bad Boys.
Oh, shit. Rush Hour 1. Fuck.
Negative on that as well. Diffuse bomb big suit.
Did wear a big suit, or maybe they were in big suits, or maybe it's a big suit, as in like a big businessman, like a high
High
ranking.
Get away from that. Get
So,
far away from that.
Is
far
it
away.
is it chicken heels like a EA or
No. It's diffuse bomb, big suit.
oh, big and suit are different or separated
Correct.
by comma.
Correct. Does it hurt? Does it make sense if I did big suit diffuse bomb?
No, you can say big bomb suit diffuse, and it's still I still wouldn't know.
Same shit.
Rodent suit. What
is it?
I kind of
Wait. Is this a Nicolas Cage movie?
no.
Oh, never mind.
If the listeners or anyone else was listening clearly, I did fuck it up a little bit right when I was about to explain it.
What is it?
Hurt Locker. I was gonna say when I said does it help, I said does it hurt? I mean, does it help? Hurt Locker.
Let's see. Dentist helps slave save wife.
Dentist helps
Slave save wife.
slave save wife.
I feel like I shouldn't answer this.
Dentist helps. It sounds like Hangover, but it's not. There's no slaves or wives involved.
Oh, fucking Django.
Yep.
He was a dentist?
Well, he rode around in a
He
dentist.
pretended to be a dentist.
Oh, what's that guy's name?
Christoph Waltz.
Amazing actor.
He's amazing.
Amazing actor.
Got it.
See, they make you think, but they're guessable.
I mean, I guess. Show me the money. This should be easy.
Show me the money.
I don't know the name of the movie.
Neither do I.
Jerry Maguire.
See, never watched that one.
It's really good.
Is that the one with Tobey Maguire in it? No, that's just a word association. I apologize.
Yeah, I was like, this
I'm
is just
sorry.
the name of the movie.
I'm sorry.
Jerry Maguire is Tobey Maguire's brother. That's why.
No, it's not. See, Andrew, you have to have more of like a smiling, like a. He said it's because they're brothers. I was like, no. This wasn't on my list, but I just thought about it, and I wanted to include it now amongst everything else. Everybody dies during a certain time.
Everybody dies during a certain time.
Everybody dies during a certain time.
Dawn of the Dead.
No. Everybody dies during a certain time.
Everybody does die in that
Everybody
movie.
does die.
One of my favorite zombie movies.
All the time, though.
Awakening.
No. The Purge.
Well,
Not
this is-
everybody dies.
yeah, not everybody. There's still characters at the end of the movie.
Oh, I guess.
No rules during certain time.
Oh, that would have been a good one. That would have been a good one. I suck at this game.
All right, Andrew, last one.
Oh, no one talks about it.
Wait, is that your clue or are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
No one talking about what?
yeah, I was like, what?
Fight Club.
Yep.
Got it. Nice. Well,
Hold on. I want to see if you guys know this one.
Okay.
Saved by the Bell stripper,
It's not Flashdance.
because I used to watch this movie so much in middle school.
Saved by the Bell stripper.
Hope my parents don't hear this.
Is it Splash? No, is it Flash?
Saved by the Bell stripper.
No idea.
Striptease.
Close. Showgirls.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was in
Shout
Saved by
out to
the
Elizabeth
Bell.
Berkley.
I
Oh, wait,
remember
I
that.
have one more.
Okay.
Fertilizes space potatoes using shit.
The Martian.
Yep.
I heard it was a good movie. Did not watch it.
Did not watch it either.
Matt Damon, right?
Matt Damon. There's this funny gif of like the Power Rangers doing their
Pose.
It's Morphin Time. Everyone's like Triceratops, Saber-tooth Tiger, and then the last person is just Matt Damon from Team America. It just says Matt Damon in text on the bottom.
Well, good job, guys.
Oh, wait.
We did well.
One more.
Sure. Of course.
Football star drafted, shot butt.
Football star drafted. Isn't that Forrest Gump?
Yep.
Oh, I was thinking, Remember the Titans, but I was like, no one got shot in the butt. And then I said shot in the butt. I was like, Bad Boys Titans? It's like, there's no bad boys in Titans. And obviously I never got it.
Sure.
My mind works mysterious ways, dude.
I like subplots.
Well, a successful introduction to season 2.
Oh, I love it, man.
What are some things that the audience can look forward to coming up?
A lot of guests coming on.
Yeah. We're gonna up our guest game. I think the only guest that we actually had was Raph.
Yeah.
And again, shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
Raph.
Raph.
I don't know how many times
Raph,
how many times I've said that in this podcast, but yeah, we're looking to bring on more guests. I think by now you kind of get a feel of who we are, but outside of our tight knit group of friends, we got some dope friends as well. You know what I mean? And so we want to bring those out to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you have any inquiries, or if you want to get on the pod, or if you have any suggestions,
Shoot me an email at andrew@gtwtb.com.
And by the time you're listening to this, all of our social media should be up and running.
Oh, what?
At _GTWTB on Instagram and Twitter. Feel free to give us a shout. Just shoot us a message. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah, let's do it. Shoot us some topics. Shoot us what you like about us. Only the good stuff, of course. You know what I'm saying? Continue to review us. Continue to rate us. We do appreciate the feedback from you guys.
And smash that subscribe button.
Yeah.
I got to get used to the vernacular that these people say these days.
Yeah, these we're millennials. These new age
Gen
people.
Zs.
Yeah, the Gen Zs.
Yep.
And again, as Kangsan said, _GTWTB on InstaGs. I wouldn't say we revamped the social media. We never really had, but we're gonna try to start off strong with it.
Yeah. So we look forward to this. We're excited about the new season. We have a better idea of what we want to accomplish, and at the end of the day, we just want everybody to have a good time with the boys.
Yeah. On that bombshell, we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Later.
Bye bye.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and check us out on Instagram and Twitter.
Like high school-y.
No, the Blue Phoenix one is.
Oh yeah.
The brown
sure.
and gold chocolate axe. Oh my god.
I use Phoenix.